Um, Let me just make sure I'm pronouncing your last name correct. Greevy, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Okay, here we go. Three, two, one. Oh, wait, let me get to a solo phone first. Sorry about that. Three, two. Today we're talking about Native Hawaiian students getting scholarships, but we're also talking about something called PAUBOX. What is that? Hoala Greevy joins us on the show. Brother, aloha. Welcome.
Hello, Billy V. Thanks for having me.
First of all,
Yeah.
where are you from? Where did you go to school?
Yeah, I grew up in town on Oahu. I'm a proud McKinley High School graduate. And for reasons unknown to me to this day, I got a scholarship for college and I graduated from Portland State University. And that scholarship no longer exists. It was federal funds administered through Kamehameha schools. Again, that scholarship doesn't exist. And 4 years ago, I thought it was time for me to do something about that and create our own scholarship for Native Hawaiians. And
First
that's
of
what we
all,
did with PAUBOX.
what did you study when you went to college, and what's your interest?
I started out in computer science, and then when I figured out how long it would take to graduate, I changed to something a little easier, geography. So I
Okay,
graduated. Yeah.
nice. Tell me, what is PAUBOX? What is that, and how did that begin?
PAUBOX originated from a lunch I had with the CEO of the Make-A-Wish Hawaii Foundation some years ago. And over lunch in Chinatown, Siana Austin Hunt, who was then the CEO, described a business problem she had around HIPAA compliant file sharing and email. And I thought I could do something about it, having a deep background in email. I've been in the email space for about 22 years. And so that's how PAUBOX came about. We launched a HIPAA compliant email service uh, targeting healthcare organizations. And our value proposition is that we remove the friction normally associated with secure email. And that friction would be portals, apps to download, PGP keys to install, etc. So that's our value proposition. The market did not take us seriously when we launched. And I quickly moved the company to San Francisco in 2015, and we've been at it ever since.
What kind of companies do you service with PAUBOX?
Over 90% of our companies face HIPAA compliance hurdles of some kind. So, anywhere from a therapist, a dentist, all the way up to household names in blood testing, hospitals, nonprofits. The arms of HIPAA compliance are pretty vast and large. So, we're a compliance feature for email whose main value proposition is ease of use. So for the Hawaii customers, we're fortunate to have Queens Health Systems, Punahou, Kahala Nui, Child and Family Services, Hawaii Dental Service. Let's see. Those would be some of the household names your viewers would recognize.
Okay, and then national too, or is it just Hawaii?
Yeah, we have over 4,500 customers in all 50 states and in about 12 countries. And we currently secure about 70 million emails per month, which
That
makes us the largest provider as far as we know.
that is crazy, brother. That is awesome. And just to know that it's a Hawaiian company, it's a Hawaiian that's doing that, and it originated here.
That's right.
So now you are giving back with the 2022 scholarships. Kind of describe to me what these scholarships are.
So we named the program after my tutu. We were close. She never got to go to college. So it's the PAUBOX Kahikina STEM Scholarship. We started doing this in 2019. And the primary objective of the scholarship is to encourage Native Hawaiians to pursue careers in STEM, which would be science, technology, engineering, and math. The scholarship is recurring in nature, so recipients receive $1,000 a year to them every year until they graduate. And our requirements behind the scholarship are they're Native Hawaiian, pursuing a STEM major, attending an accredited university or college, and annually publishing some kind of content that's describing their college journey.
How long have you been doing these scholarships?
We started in 2019 with one recipient, and we're now in our fourth year, and we awarded 9 new recipients this year. So we currently have 22 active scholarship recipients. And we've got all the major islands, public school, private school. I think it's about 65% women, about 40% men. So we've got a nice diverse background, I'd say, among Native Hawaiians pursuing STEM.
Tell me a little bit about the recipients for this year.
Gosh, we've got two valedictorians. We've got 7 women, 2 men. 2 attended public school, 7 attended private school from the islands of Maui, Kauai, Big Island, Oahu, or not Kauai this year. That was last year. And we essentially created a scholarship I myself would never qualify for. So the average GPA is in 3.9. I was a 3.3. So that's been interesting to note in the scholarship selection process. And the careers they're majoring vary from computer science to becoming a doctor or a nurse. And I think we even have one in forestry engineering, something like that. I'd never heard of it. I had to look it up. And of course, we've got an architect there too, as well.
Now, if somebody's listening to this and thinking, wow, this is perfect, this is exactly what I'm looking for, this is exactly what I do, how do they find out more about this scholarship?
Sure. So you can see it in the footer of our menu on our website, PAUBOX.com. PAU is in done, BOX.com. And it's very easy to find as well. Just Google Kahikina Scholarship and you'll find it. One thing I want to note about the scholarship, we realize now there are 2 big ideas behind the scholarship, which gives us a good roadmap of where we're going to carry this, right? So by big ideas, I mean trends that won't change over time. So for example, the 2 big ideas behind our scholarship are financial aid and access. So 10 years from now, I already know that exactly 0% of recipients will come up to me and say, hey, I'm a really big fan of the PAUBOX Kahikina STEM Scholarship, but could you give me less financial aid? Same goes for someone saying 10 years from now, hey, could you limit the amount of access you provide to your advisor network? So if we already know today, those things will continue to be needed by our recipients, then it's always going to be a good use of time to focus on those 2 things. So we're up to $22,000 of distributions this year. Again, 22 active recipients times 1,000. And I'm actively building out our advisor network. And what we've done by talking to our recipients, they need help finding internships and finding their first job out of college. And a lot of them want to return to Hawaii. So the faster and bigger I can grow out the advisor network for our recipients, the more value they get from it. And like I said, it's a big idea that won't change over time. So I already know it's going to be a great use of my time to work on those things.
I'm guessing that you want to increase your advisor network then.
If you want to be on it, for sure, man.
Okay, well, what are you looking for in an advisor network?
Well, preferably a STEM background. And I mistakenly assumed only Native Hawaiians would be interested in being advisors. And I was delightfully proven wrong. And now we have people, not necessarily Native Hawaiian, but wanting to hire the best and brightest college graduates, which these folks are. I mean, God, my gosh, 3.9, 4.0 GPAs, high achieving individuals at this stage in their lives. So we're building out to start an advisor network based with people and professional connections in Hawaii.
All right.
Yeah.
Once again, advancing STEM, advancing Native Hawaiians, and giving back to the community. That's all the things. PAUBOX and Hoala Greevy, if you need more information, PAUBOX.com, correct?
That's right.
All right. Hoala, continued success to you, and congratulations on the amazing things that you are doing, but also thank you for giving back to our community.
Well, Billy, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Bam. There it is. Hang on.
So, you like join?
It's gonna